Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. Today is January 27th, Monday, January 27th, 2025. So, before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. So, yesterday I was like, what is the, it's like a talisman. Hold on. I gotta look this up. So yesterday I was like laying down and I was closing my eyes and to see what I can see. And I saw the I want to get the name first before I tell you this. Oh boy, there's a name. Okay, I got the name. It's Nazar. Okay, so if you ever see like those evil eye talismans, right? It's like those blue circles with like the eye in the middle. That's not the evil eye. That's the talisman that protects against the evil eye. So that talisman is called the Nazar, right? So a lot of people wear it or put in their cars or whatever, blah, 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 because that talisman protects against the evil eye. The evil eye is basically like someone who is jealous of you, but it's more than jealousy. It's like envy. Like they envy you, you know, how like back in the day when someone would have a baby and the baby was like a precious or whatever, and there were elders that would be like, oh, make sure you put like a Nazar around it, or just things like that, because even people like adults get jealous of babies and shit like that. But so I was like laying down and I had my eyes closed and I was like seeing a bunch of things, and one of the things I saw was the evil eye, but it came out the protection, the Nazar's talisman, but it came out like big, like really big. So I feel like there's someone around you that's casting evil eye, that's like really envious, but it's not jealousy, because jealousy is just like, oh, I want those shoes too, like that's a law. That's jealousy. In this case, there's someone who's like envious of either what you have, what you look like, your environment, your life. It's got something like your life. Someone is just very envious of your life. And when there are people that are close enough to you to be that envious, or not even, because people are envious of like celebrities and they don't even know them, but I feel like there's someone that's like, this could be somebody that's close around you, but this person's very, very envious to the point where like your protection is catching up on it. It's picking up on it because they're like projecting this envy energy onto you. Like it's because whoever this person is, not only are they very envious, right? They're so envious that the Nazar had to pop up and do its thing, right? And people be like, oh, I have haters and people are jealous, and 9 out of 10 times it's just like their own delusions. But I feel like in this situation, for you, there is someone who is really envious, and they're so filled with so much envy that it's like projecting from them, and they're trying to like attach it onto you to make you feel negative about yourself. So now the Nazar has to come out to play. Your spiritual team have to come out to play. You don't have to do anything, collective. There's nothing you like. What does God say? You don't fight in flesh. You fight in spirit or something like that. Whatever. But you don't have to do anything about this. Let God take care of this, as God will take care of everything for you. Alright? But I got that heavily yesterday. Like, it was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. But it just came out. It's like it came floating to the left of me in like a really big Nazar talisman. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh wow. So someone's really like, not only are they envious, but they're trying to project this envy onto you to make you feel negative about yourself. Because it's like, This could even be someone is envious about your positivity, about your happiness, about just you being comfortable, you being at peace. Like, people be jealous about the weirdest things. Like, it's crazy. It's sad, but here we are. Alright. I'm going to get some of this deck. I'm going to get a card from this deck, and then I'm going to move on. You know what's crazy, too? Because what was the passage I was reading in the Bible by Proverbs? About how someone was trying to cast a curse, but because of it wouldn't align. If you didn't look at my reading yesterday, go check that out. Because, and then the next line that follows that in Proverbs is, do not speak in the hearing of a fool, for he shall despise the wisdom of your words. There's envy going on. And that's crazy because envy is like a really deadly sin. That's why there's 7 deadly sins, and that's why envy is one of them. Like, you got to be careful with that. I feel like in this situation, this is someone that's close to you. I don't want to say blood-wise. I mean, it could be, but I feel like for some of you, physically, this person is in some sort of a physical vicinity of you, right? So this could be somebody in your neighborhood. This could be somebody that you work with. This could be somebody, and I mean, I guess it could be in your family, but it doesn't feel like blood. If it is someone in your family, it's someone like, that got married into, or like someone that your cousin is dating or something like that. It doesn't exactly feel like blood. Alright, it feels like it's more like a physical vicinity than like a blood relation. You know? For some of you, it's like a cousin twice removed or something like that. Oh my god. Alright, let's see what comes out. For some of you, Jesus. For some of you, this is because you could be going into a marriage or a relationship or a union, and somebody's watching this, and they're being like filled with, I don't understand the whole point of this, but rage or envy. Like, it's not. That's why you gotta mind your business and stop like paying attention to other people's relationships. But I feel like this person, they're paying attention to your relationships or relationship, because in this movie called Legally Blonde, this guy Luke Wilson, right, he plays her fiance, and they're planning the wedding, and at one point he says, I'm getting married under the green monster. So for some of you, this is somebody that's like envious about your contracts, your marriage, your relationship, your unions, and it's really bringing out that green monster in them. Alright, let me move on. I've also been getting the Hannah Hamsa, right? So you might want to get one of those. I don't really like, I mean, some people like find safety in talismans and things like that. I don't really. Honestly, I feel like all you need is God. You don't need crystals and tools and talismans and things like that. I'm not saying that they're not useful, right? But to rely on solely those things, I don't feel like that's really gonna like do much. As long as you got your faith, you're good. That's what I believe. Alright, let me get one. And I got 2. Wow. We have, you know what's so funny? Because the Scorpio card has been coming out a lot lately, 939. So we have in Scorpio in the 5th house. So 4th house, let me see. It's Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. So Leo. So this is about the 5th house, Leo. So there's something about your confidence as well. So somebody could be envious about your confidence. And with the Scorpio energy, it's a mystery to them. Like, we're at 9:59 again. Actually, I think it was 9:39 and now at 9:59. There's something about your confidence that is really like a mystery to this person or these people. They have no idea where it comes from. They have no idea like how it operates, how to like. So if this is someone who's like envious, is like, because this is deeper than jealousy. Because like I said, as an example, jealousy is like, oh, I like their shoes, I'm gonna get those shoes, and boom, they can get those shoes, right? Their jealousy has been satiated. But in this situation, it's like confidence. So you can't just go to the store and buy confidence, right? You can't just do that. So it's causing this person to like have this deep resentful envy towards you because they just can't go to the store and buy confidence. Unbelievable. And Scorpio, there's something that's in progress right now for you. Purification to resurrect, the secrets of, resulting from the power of. That is the mystery. They don't know how you're able to like die and come back to life, die and come back to life, die and come back to life. Like that Scorpio energy, right? Scorpios are all about deaths and rebirths and endings and beginnings and transformations, right? Rising from the ashes. So I feel like it's like a mystery to them how you keep dying and coming back to life. Like, where does your power come from? So you could be either a Scorpio or you could be a Leo, or this is a Scorpio or a Leo that is projecting envy towards you, right? Well, their envy is making them feel negative towards you. So because of their envy, they are projecting negativity towards you. All right, that's really what this is. And then in the 5th house, with the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art, do it dramatically. This is so you went through a progress of purification and resurrection, right? They don't know what this progress entailed. They don't understand how it happened. They don't understand what took place, when, what, who. They don't know. And for a majority of people, if you don't know, it's because you're not supposed to know, right? So if they don't know and they're, I don't know, like, they're going mental because they're trying to figure this out. Like, why can't I go to the store and buy confidence? Why can't I go to the store and just resurrect myself? Because for a lot of people, it's just not in them to do that. And I know that sounds sad to say, but some people, like, if you're an Aquarius, you're an Aquarius, all right? If you're a Pisces, you're a Pisces. If you're an Aries, you're an Aries. If you're a Leo, you're a Leo. But there's somebody that's trying to do things that's out of their nature, right? So, like, Leos are naturally confident, right? And if this is a Leo that's doing this, that's crazy because Neo, so there's something that it's like, you could be the first one doing something in your environment, but, because the whole Neo thing. But if this is a Leo that's doing this, that's crazy because, like, Leos are all about confidence. If this is a Scorpio, it's crazy because they can't figure out something that it's in their nature to be able to do, which is figure out mysteries and secrets. But they can't figure this out, right? Either that, or you are the Scorpio or Leo, or this is just about the 8th house and the 5th house. But I feel like with the trust of a child, fun, romance, and making art, do it dramatically, these are things that you're actively doing right now. And it's causing a lot of people around you to be envious because it's like you have this childlike wonder and excitement, and it's allowing you to be fun and have fun and enjoy the romance of life, and you're being creative and doing what you want. And with the do it dramatically, you're not like dimming your light for anybody. And of course that's going to bring out the monster in people because it's like, well, why can't I do that too? Why can't I go to the store and buy confidence? Why can't I go to the store and buy this? And because there are some things that you just can't buy. And I feel like this situation, that's why it's causing a lot of people to like really be envious, and their envy is bringing out that negativity and it's making them want to project it onto you. And that's why that talisman is popping out. That's why your protection is really on the forefront right now, because it's like God is like, why are you jealous when you could just go do it yourself your own way? Like, why are you trying to do it their way? A lot of the times it's because people are just lazy, right? Like, just like it's easy to go to the store and buy a pair of shoes, right? People think that you can just go to the store and buy confidence and buy intelligence and buy this and buy that. And a lot of the times, you got to do that stuff from within. Like, if you want confidence, you can't just go to the store. And, like, I'm not saying that, like, a haircut or a makeover or shoes or clothes or whatever, it doesn't help. It does, right? How you look is how you feel. But a lot of the times, too, like, you can look decked out from head to toe, But on the inside, if you're not feeling confident, no matter what you look on the outside, you will never feel confident, right? So that's why it really does matter, like, how you feel on the inside. That's why it really does matter for people to, like, do the work on the inside as well, instead of just relying solely on the outside. And then these are the same people that are envious because not only do you look confident, but you feel confident, right? With these people, it's one or the other. And most likely, it's like they look confident, absolutely, but on the inside, they feel like a tiny little pebble that they want to hide. But then they get mad at you because you're like this big boulder that it's being dramatic and lively and fun, and people hate that. And that's not your problem. Alright, let me move on. I gotta get more sage. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna switch the decks now. I'm gonna use one of the guides. See what they say. I don't know why, but I feel like this reading really calls for like a massive amount of sage. I'm telling you, it's that like that weird evil eye energy that people be casting. And that's why, like, literally the Bible says, like, you shouldn't be looking into other people's bowls and things like that. Like, that's why you gotta be happy and content with what you have, right? And then when you're happy, next thing you know, you get more, and then you get, it's a whole thing. But these people, if they're not happy with what they have, imagine if they were to get more, they'll never be happy, because it's not about what they have or what they look like, it's about their insides. And then they have the audacity to feel some type of way about you because of your insides. That's really what this is. This is someone's negative ass spirit is like envious of your abundant, happy spirit. That's really what this is. I'm telling you, this is all about the insides. That came out quick. Heart Guardian. See, I told you this is about the insides. Heart Guardian. Love and let yourself be loved. You're out here loving yourself, and that's really, like, it's so simple. If you love yourself, you're fine, you're good. Like, and so it's crazy too, because for a lot of you, a lot of these people could have more than you, right? They could have like a nicer car, fancy clothes, a nice house, a better job, but they're still jealous of you. They're envious of you because it's not what you have, it's your insides. They know that their insides can never compare, can never match. Your insides are on a different caliber than their insides. And a lot of the times it's because these people don't love themselves. That's really what that is. You're too busy loving yourself and being fun and romance and that Leo energy, and this is a mystery to them. It's like, how come they're having such a good time in life? What is it? What's the secret? The secret is they love themselves. They truly love themselves. They truly love life. Like, that's it. But a lot of these people, it's like a foreign concept to them because they just don't like themselves even. They don't love themselves. So, of course, they're going to feel some type of way about you when you come out of the woodworks. I love myself. And they're like, what is that? What do you mean you love yourself? Right? It's like they've never seen what it actually looks like when someone loves themselves. That's not your problem. There's also someone in your energy that's trying to play games with you, right? Or they're currently playing a game, but the thing about this game, it's very dark. It's a very dark game that they're trying to play with you. They're trying to get you caught up in like a snare or like a trap. They're trying to set up a trap for you. I'm like, they're trying to get you to get got. It's like they're trying to get you to be caught up in some sort of like scandal or some shit like that. And the whole point of this is to get you to like lose your confidence, or to get you to focus on this, so that way you can't just be free to do whatever you want to do. I feel like somebody really has they feel some type of way because to them it's dangerous that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, so they need to like put a leash on you, metaphorically speaking. Or like, they are evil. Wow. Yeah, see, look, they are evil. The Spirit of God is with you. Don't give up. This is what I was telling you. As long as you believe in God and you have your faith, you're good. There's really nothing to worry about. That's it. You don't really, realistically, people be like, oh, I gotta put on this talisman. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. And I'm not saying that these tools are not useful. They are, because I have Sage, right? But if you are only relying on these tools only and that's it, no faith, no nothing, you're not going to get very far, 212. Right? So they are useful, but you have the Spirit of God with you. And that's why none of this is going to be working. I'm telling you, whoever this person is, they're evil. The card literally says they are evil. Somebody's really, really envious right now. It bothers them. And the thing is, too, like, it's like they're vibrating with such, like, 2, 3, 4, they're like vibrating with this anger or like envy because there's nothing that they can do about it. So they just have to sit in it. And this is the person that is playing games or trying to play games or trying to do something to get you caught up in like a trap, like a snare. I keep getting like a snare. This is like a snake. They're trying to get you caught up in their snare. This person's not doing this alone either because I just heard den of snakes. So if you don't know what a den of snakes is, a den of snakes is basically like where all those snakes, they kind of just like live together. It's called a den. Like, you know how birds have like nests? So snakes have dens. Yeah, whoever this person is, they're very malicious and evil. And they're filled with envy. They're given into that sin, that very devilish, envious spirit. But it's crazy because no spirit can go up against the Spirit of God. So it really doesn't matter what demon, devil this is, because God's there, so it really doesn't matter. But I feel like the reason why it's coming up is because if you're aware, then that's good, right? If you're aware, then you're fine. Just be aware of this and just keep on being in this 5th house energy. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Alright, yeah, let me move on to tarot, and then I think I'm going to close the reading out. This is a person, or this could be people that are stuck in some sort of past pain. And it's like wherever they go, their pain has to go with them. Right? This is somebody who's like, oh yeah, we're going to go on a vacation. And they're like, okay. And then you're like, okay, well, you can only pack 1 suitcase. And they're like, okay. But then they come on the plane with like 2 suitcases. One is like the things that they need for the trip. And the other suitcase is filled with all their pain. And it's like now they got to pay for extra luggage. They got to carry extra this, and they got to do all of that extra stuff because they want to carry their pain around. It's like they're making it more difficult and harder for themselves. This person, these people. And it's crazy because of their own pain that they're not willing to let go of. And they're the same people, the same person that wants to play games with you. All because they feel like, what? I don't understand. Like, that's your pain. Stop trying to project that onto the collective. That's weird. Go heal. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Like, we got the 8 of Pentacles upright and the Knight of Swords upright. Whoever this person is, they're working hard. They're working hard. I'm here every night and day. All my life I had to fight. So this person, yeah, this person's going through a lot of pain, and they have a lot of pain. They don't want to let go of this pain. But they don't realize that this pain that they are holding on to, this trauma, this suffering, this pain, it's literally turning them sour, and like it's twisting up their insides. That's why God always talks about let down your worries and your sorrows and your pain, because like this person, it's their own suffering is turning them into a very evil person. This is somebody who they want to punish the world because of how they feel on the inside. And God's like, what does that have to do with my child? That has nothing to do with my child. Go heal. And this person's like, no, I gotta punish everybody because I'm in pain and I'm hurting. Like this person, they just need a good cry and they need a hug and they need some therapy. They would benefit from that. And I'm not even trying to cut ass or anything. They would. Yeah. With the 8 of Pentacles upright and the Knight of Swords upright. This person's trying to compete, or they feel like they can, but I just heard you can't compete where you don't compare. They're not going to give up on this. That's crazy. But God's telling you, don't even do anything about this. Let them do what they're going to do. All you got to do is just be aware and keep it pushing. That's it. Just focus on yourself and that's it. Because whatever this person is doing, whatever, they're going to get got. They think they're going to get you, they're going to get got. You're going to regret it. That's what I heard. It's so crazy, man. Why this person feels like they can, like, interrupt whatever it is that you're doing is beyond me. Like, you're obviously in the middle of doing something for the Most High God. And this person, they want to interrupt that by doing this weird game snare thing, all because of how they feel on the inside of themselves. That has nothing to do with you. So it's like, I did a reading the other day where I was talking about how, like, you're literally on your horse going down your path, trotting, right? Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. You're literally on your path. And this person, they're like, they come out of nowhere and start standing in front of you, and you could be shouting, get out the way, and they're like, no. And you're like, get out the way, and they're like, no. And then because they weren't getting out the way, and this is 2025, you're not stopping for nobody, you run over them. And now they're crying because they have a broken leg, and everyone's like, well, what happened? And they're like, well, I didn't get out the collector's way. And everyone's like, okay, so that's your fault. This is that person. They're getting in your way, and then they're crying and getting mad because they got a broken leg, or, you know, this is happening, or they're experiencing karma. And it's just like, why are you bothering them? That's why you're this, like, this is that person. This is the person that is just bothering you because of how they feel on the inside. And God's like, listen, you need to go sit down and go to therapy. Because you're doing a little too much. And it's not happening. It's so weird to me how, like, people feel some type of way about other people who aren't even doing anything to them. Right? It's one thing if you're, like, actively beefing with each other. But if you're, like, beefing with someone who's just sitting down by themselves, not doing anything, like, who are you talking to? Like, this, like, that's a one-sided beef. Like, where's that coming from? Like, it's so funny. I feel like there's, like, something desperate about that, too. Because it's like, look at me, I'm beefing with you. And then you could just be like, oh, okay, cool. And they're like, what? It's that person. Two of Wands reverse, yeah. Whatever they're doing, it's not working. There's something so unrealistic about this plan of theirs. Like, even God's like, are you okay? Because what you're doing is not making sense. And there could be other people around this person as well that's looking at them like, why would you do that? Why would you say that? Like, what? That's not, it just doesn't make sense. Like, what you're trying to do, it just doesn't, it just, you should just stop. So there could be people around this person that's just saying, just stop. But it's just like, but it's coming off as like, that's so ridiculous. You just need to stop. But they can't because they're like evil and resentful, and they have like this, they're literally choosing to carry around their pain and suffering. And then because of that, it's like, they see you and they're like, oh, you're too happy, I'm going to attack you. You're too confident, I'm going to attack you. But this is all like in spirit. And I feel like the games that are about to happen is going to be coming out here in the 3D. They're going to try and do some games out here to get you like locked up, or like get you, I keep getting like a leash metaphorically, to get you like to, they want to like control you in some way. They're going to try and do that so that way you can be either quote quote controlled, or like be locked up, or some sort of like limitations, but out here in the 3D. Right? It's crazy though, because God's like, that's so unnecessary. That's not needed. You don't need to do that. What you need to be doing is healing. Alright, I'm going to get like 2 more and then I'm going to close the reading. This person's like vibrating with like anger. My God. I don't understand. I just don't understand what it's so like, I don't understand why it matters so much. If someone is unhappy, they come across happy people. It becomes their purpose, their goal, their desire to make those happy people unhappy. because misery truly, truly does love company. It's like, if you're miserable, go be miserable by yourself. And they're like, no, I don't want to be miserable by myself. We have the Emperor upright and the Ten of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, so you could be divine masculine, and there's a person around you that's trying to make you a failure. They're just trying to get you to not progress in your life. So if you're this divine masculine, this Emperor, I feel like this person, they're trying to go to war with you, but in the spirit, but they have no idea that you have the Spirit of God with you, and you love yourself, and you're an Emperor on top of that, whether you're divine feminine, divine masculine, but you're this Emperor. For some of you, this is somebody in your family, but it's kind of like, for some reason, it's not really given blood. This is like somebody who's like in your family, but they're like not, I don't know, like either someone's dating this person, or it's like my cousin's twice removed, or this is somebody that's physically close to you. But it's not, with the Ten of Pentacles though, it's for some reason, it's just not coming off as like a blood. For some reason, for some of you, this could be somebody that you maybe have grown up with, or like you are close to as if they were a sibling, but it just, I don't know why, but it's not coming off as like blood. I don't know, but whoever this person is, they're not, you could be an Aries, this person could be an Aries, this person could be a Virgo, you could be a Virgo. There's also Leo and Scorpio in this. Or this is just about the way you are with that Aries first house energy. Just the way you are is a mystery, because they need to know how your confidence works. And with that Virgo energy, they're trying to analyze you, they're trying to study you, they're trying to figure you out, and they just can't. And that's God, because God's like, that's not your business. Like, why are you trying to figure out somebody else? Why are you trying to figure somebody else out when you have all this pain that you need to heal from? That's what that is. That's why I couldn't figure it out, because it's like they're trying to figure you out so that way they can be, you can be miserable like them, but that's God's like, you got a whole different thing that you need to be focused on. Like, that's not, go sit down and heal. So I do feel like this person, they're trying to like knock you off your throne, because it's like you're too comfortable on your throne where you rightfully belong, and they want to knock you down. They want to knock you off of that. And they don't like that. Alright, so this is a reading. Hope it helps, bye.